So I'm just going to show you how to set up a peer evaluation of group work evaluation using Buddycheck in Canvas. So here I am as an instructor in a course. To set up the Buddycheck, what I would do is go to the assignments area here, the course menu, click on the plus assignment button as usual. Let's give it a name, so peer evaluation of group work task, that'll do. Points, well, I'll leave it as 1. It could be 100 or 0. I won't cover it here, but we could look at kind of adding an incentive to this, but I'll leave it as 1. Assignments is fine, display grade. I could say do not count this towards the final grade, I'll do that. External tool, so that's what you need to choose, so not online, but it needs to be external tool. And for the option here, you need to choose Buddycheck. That's nice and easy. And there it goes. Now, I think the due date's really important here, and really this needs to align quite closely to what you choose in Buddycheck for the best experience for students. So for ease and consistency, I'm going to choose, well, I'll choose yesterday, and I'll set the time as 12 PM, which will be like that. That's it. And so that was yesterday, so that'll be, just makes it easy for me to demonstrate. Click on save and publish, and that's step 1 done. Now for me as an instructor, I then need to click on the plus create evaluation. Now you'll see here that what we've got is we've got a Buddycheck screen inside of the Canvas interface. So if you forget to do this, you can get back to it again by going to the assignments area, and there's the task, so I'll click on it. And here it is, so click on create evaluation, and again I'd probably mimic the same title. So what was it? It was group, I think that was what it called it, didn't I? Evaluation of group work task or something like that. Roughly it'd be okay. But the main thing I probably would do is I'd try and align this as much as possible to how I set it. So I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? At 12 PM. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit off really, but as long as probably the day matches and roughly the right time. So here I can choose different questions. And if I need to change the time, by the way, in the Canvas interface, I can use this button here, but I won't do that at the moment. So here I can choose the peer evaluation questions. So let's go for this one, and this one. I can add a new question if I want to, if I've used something different previously. And if I like, I can also share this between courses in Canvas. So it's nice, once I've got my questions set up, I can reuse them again and again each year, or for different courses via the import questions button. Ask students to leave a private message for the instructor. Well, that's optional, so but they've got that option if they want to. And you can also, if you like, ask students to leave direct messages for other group members, although that will not be anonymous. So that's something for them to bear in mind. It might be a good thing to do. So let's create evaluation. That's that done. Great. Now, who will have seen that evaluation? Well, if I click on the little drop down, it'll tell me students 2. And what's really important to know in Buddycheck is that I must have at least one group. So these are my students. Here I am. And I must have at least one group with students in it for those students to see it. So, for example, if you wanted all of your students to rate each other because it's only a small cohort, you must contain all of those students in one group that you set up via this method here. And that's my 2 students in it. So I'll go back to that assignment screen here again, and this is probably my workflow getting back through to it. There it is. It tells me it's open, and it means that students will get an email with it, and also they can also go into Canvas and start working on it as well. So what I've got here is I've got a student window in a different browser tab. So here I am as a student in that same course. So for them, their process would be go to the assignments area, click on the assignment. So here it is. And they see that here's the group work task evaluation that I need to now complete. Evaluation will close in 10 days. Please submit before February 14th. So, and I can also see the group members. That's great. And I can begin evaluation. And it loads up quite a nice interface here for students. A little welcome screen. There's a little tutorial they can click on, which shows them how to do it, how to complete it. You know, there's a rubric here. You have a different column for each student in your group, and you can decide on each criteria how they achieve, and there's a little rubric description here on the text here as well. So it's a nice little tutorial for them, but of course they can then click on the start button, and here's my 2 students. Here's the first criteria, so I can evaluate myself as well, which is quite interesting. So let me put it at 4, and biotech I'll put them on 5. Next, contribution to the task. So again, biotech's been a lot better than me, I felt. Keeping on track, I felt that was really poor. Biotech was good. And there we are. Peer message to biotech. Well done. I thought you really helped the group along. Next. Oh, that was to the biotech one. And if there's anything to instructor, nothing to add, that's fine. Click on the next button and submit evaluation. Once they submit, that's it. They can't resubmit, but I believe that they can go back to revisit it again through here, and they'll be able to see their completed evaluation. They can view the evaluation, and here it is. I believe that it's probably locked down now, so I can't click on either one, but I can see what I did leave. That's good. So that's pretty much it. After the deadline date, the student can go back into here and see a kind of a report with guidance about how they can improve their group working, with also details about what their grades were. So that's really useful. I won't cover that quite here, but that's a basic how-to.